morning. What is going on? It is Friday morning. Welcome to another vlog. I'm super excited to have you here. So this one's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different, and I think it's pretty much gonna be centered around what I'm about to do. So I'm rushing out the door per usual, so this intro is gonna be short and sweet, but I'm going to my first Reiki appointment, and I don't know a ton about Reiki. What I do think is that it's just a type of energy healing. By the way, as usual, I'm moving in 2 days, and please ignore all the messiness going on behind me. Don't judge me. So anyway, Reiki. So I'm pretty sure it's like a form of energy healing. I've never done it before. I am so into anything holistic. I'm big on meditation. I've tried like the EFT tapping methods before. I'm super into Gabby Bernstein. She's the one who turned me on to that. So if you're into spiritual stuff and you don't know who Gabby Bernstein is, please check her out. She's so cool and has so many incredible books. So anywho's, I am going to my Reiki appointment, and I wanted to vlog it because I feel like it's something that maybe a lot of people don't know about but are curious about. I know I sure as hell am curious about it, and yeah, I'm just excited to check it out. I found a girl in my area who seems really, really awesome. I'm just going to go there, do some filming, and get some Reiki therapy done. So come along with me. We're on this journey together, and hopefully it'll be lots of fun and exciting. You know, maybe I'll have some really good experiences from it. I'm sure I will. So I will see you soon. Let's go. Hey guys, oh my god. So I can't even talk straight. I'm honestly so high right now. I just wanted to film it because it's real life. This is real life Reiki healing kind of stuff, and no, I'm not high in the sense that I smoked weed or anything like that. It's just like a Reiki high. I guess you get super high when you finish this. So it feels good. I'm like, I just have very minimal vocabulary right now. So I'm going to sign off for now. There's a coffee shop right here. I purposely didn't get coffee earlier because I didn't want to be jittery. I knew I was gonna kind of have to like relax and chill and get in like a meditative state. So I'm going to go get coffee. I think it's called Coconut Fish, which I wonder if it's a sister company of Chocolate Fish, because that's my absolute favorite coffee place. So yeah, I just want to get some coffee and collect myself. I feel like this is a good time to just like be in my body and not so much my mind, if that makes sense. Like not so much try to formulate sentences, words. So that's what I'm going to do. I just wanted to check in because I thought it would be kind of funny to get on camera and document, you know, just every step of how I'm feeling. But overall, it was the greatest experience, and I love that I met this woman. She is just awesome. I can't talk. That's the problem. I can't say enough good things about her, and I will definitely like go over my whole experience. I have lots to say. So signing out for now. I'm very high. Goodbye. Okay, so I guess the Coconut Fish place was like an actual fish place, not a coffee spot. I think it said cafe, and that's why I thought it was a coffee place. Anyway, Starbucks it is. That's where I'm gonna go now. I just stopped at home. I ate some hummus. That's all I have in my apartment. I have no food. Nothing, nada, no food. So I just had some hummus, which is honestly the last thing besides like some celery, and what else is in there? Apple cider vinegar. So yeah, I have no food just because of this whole move and everything. It's a little cuckoo. So I'm gonna get coffee, and then I'm feeling a little bit more back to earth, starting to feel a little more normal, but that was a really cool feeling, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'll get into everything in a little while on this vlog, but for now, Mama needs coffee because she has a big coffee addiction. So I'm gonna go to Starbucks and then I'll be back soon. Okay, bye. Hey guys, what's going on? So it is the day after my Reiki session, my first time doing Reiki. You saw a few different clips of what was going on and kind of what the whole setup looked like, but I haven't been able to kind of like sit down and give my, I guess, final thoughts, if you will. So I was planning on doing this a little more formally, but if you don't know, I am currently in the process of moving, so I don't really have a place to sit down and talk about it. So we're gonna do my car for now, which is kind of okay. I kind of like chit-chatting in my car. So yeah, I want to go over the whole experience. It was a really, really cool experience and something I wasn't quite expecting. So I contacted this woman in my area. I found her online. I was looking for different Reiki healers. I think that's how you call it. Reiki healers, Reiki Masters, whatever the term is. So I was looking for different ones in my area and I couldn't find many at all. So she was one that came up and I contacted her, I got in with her and I set up this appointment. So I didn't even really do any like formal research for myself on Reiki. I just knew it was kind of like an energy healing type of practice and that people really liked to do it. So didn't really have any expectations, didn't have a ton of knowledge going into this. So I went to my appointment. It was in her apartment in Sacramento. So a beautiful apartment complex, by the way. So I got in. First off, the first impression was really great. She's such a doll. She's so beautiful inside and out. Really had good vibes from the very beginning, which is important. You know, you want to feel comfortable, and I think when someone is welcoming you into their home, you just want everything to be comfortable. So it was totally comfortable from the get-go, and I didn't know it would be in her apartment. So I didn't really realize it was an apartment until I got in there, just because like the outside it was super nice, so it kind of looked like it might be a corporate office space. So anyway, get into her apartment. This is so funny. Her style, like her home decor style, was me to a T. Like it was so crazy, especially now that I'm in the process of moving, doing all my different home shopping and really starting from the ground up as far as decorating. I was blown away because she had so many different pieces, like exact pieces in her home that I had been looking at or that I had my eye on for so long. So that was really cool. It was like the cutest apartment, if I do say so myself, because like I said, that's my style too. So cutest apartment, the best energy. If you're into, you know, energy and stuff, it's just, you kind of understand, like when you're in a place with good energy, you really do feel it. So I felt the good energy right away. I felt comfortable with her, and she had a table set up with a pillow. I guess it's just, you know, a massage table. So I set my camera up so I could do some vlogging, and we got right to it. All I really did was lay down. She told me, you know, don't force anything, don't try to do anything, just lay down and relax. So I do meditate here and there, and I do really love meditation. So I kind of just tried to get into like my meditative state, focus on my breathing, relax, yada, yada, yada. So that's all I was really expecting. I was expecting to kind of meditate and feel really good afterwards, but I have to say, like, pretty quickly, I could physically feel a lot of really cool sensations throughout my body. So, you know, when you like shiver sometimes, like when you're cold, or if you like think of something, I don't know, you kind of feel that like radiated wave of energy through your body. I definitely was feeling that a few different times. I felt like warm sensations throughout my body as well. And then the craziest thing for me was that my hands, so I would say probably like 15 to 20 minutes in, it's 1 hour, by the way, total. And I think she does 90-minute sessions as well, but we did an hour. So like halfway through, my hands, I felt this like overpowering, it's very hard to explain, overpowering sensation in my hands, like a big ball of energy. So almost as if like if I were to try to pick my hands up, I wouldn't be able to. Like, it was pretty intense. It wasn't just a little like, you know, a little something something. It was a lot on my hands. So I felt that, which was pretty crazy. And then, yeah, just like the warmth throughout my body, lots of different like sensations flowing through. Another cool part was that I felt so good. If you believe in this kind of stuff like me too, you kind of have the innate understanding that like our natural state is to be good and at peace and feel safe, which is unfortunately something we don't really feel too often living in the society we do. So I felt that natural state of like calm and relaxation, which was really nice. And even though my mind wasn't totally blocked off, like I still felt pretty normal. I was still thinking my normal thoughts here and there. I just felt good. And that is so powerful in and of itself too, because like I said, I think we're not used to feeling good all the time. We're usually worried about something. We're usually stressed out. We're usually having anxiety or, you know, just a natural state of anxiety, I think a lot of us feel on a daily basis. So even though I was just, you know, in my normal head, thinking my normal stuff here and there, I felt really calm and good about it. And I could just feel the good energy. And this is another thing that it kind of reminded me of, is how powerful energy is. And I mean, whether you believe that or not, or you feel it or not, it's just true. Like energy is so overwhelmingly powerful, and something that I have always felt like I'm very sensitive to. So if you're in like an environment that doesn't feel safe or doesn't feel right to you, I mean, that's not just in your head. Like that is energy talking to you, and that is your intuition talking to you and telling you that, you know, this isn't right. So I knew I was in the right place, the right time. The energy was amazing. This is interesting too. There were like 2 times where I felt like maybe she left the room. My eyes were closed the whole time, by the way, and I don't even know what she was doing around me yet because I haven't looked at the footage, so I don't even know. She could have been dancing around naked for all I know. I mean, I know she wasn't, but I'm just saying. My eyes were closed the entire time, and there were 2 points where I feel like she got up and left, maybe, because my whole body got cold, and it was like I couldn't really feel her energy anymore. I couldn't really feel her warmth, but then the whole rest of the time, like it just felt so like warm and good and positive, and I could really feel like whatever she was doing with me, like she was just radiating those good vibes. So I guess that's like the general consensus of how I felt throughout this session. When I was done, she kind of like touched my shoulder, and that, you know, signified that it was time to end the session. So when we were done, I got up, and I hadn't felt anything like crazy yet. I just felt good. And then when I sat up and looked at her and like kind of started talking to her, I was like, whoa, like I am in another state right now. And that is the craziest part to me. That's what I was not expecting. It's pretty intense, and it's hard to explain because if you don't feel it, you don't really get it. But I'm just telling you, like, I felt in a completely different state, just spiritually. It was hard. It was even hard for me to formulate sentences. I started kind of talking to her about my experience and what I was feeling, and it's like I couldn't really talk. Like I was so in another realm mentally that it was like hard to formulate words, which was kind of embarrassing, but like she totally understood. She was like, don't try to force it, like that's normal. Then I actually started talking to her about like stuff going on in my life, and it's not like me to open up to someone like that, especially someone I don't really know. So I started talking to her about personal things as best as I could, because like I said, I think I sounded like a 3rd grader because I just couldn't really completely speak right. So that was kind of funny, but I'm telling you, it felt real good. That's one of those natural highs that like nothing beats it. And I've been high on many different things in my life, so I know what that feels like too. Not saying that feels bad, but this is like a natural high that you just can't really describe how good it feels, and how powerful it is too. So then she was like, do you want me to go into what I felt? And at that point she showed me like the crystal pendulum. So I guess she had been waving that over my body to kind of like get her insight onto what was going on internally. What she said was that my crown chakra needed a little bit of clearing, and the crown chakra, from my knowledge, is kind of what like connects us to the divine source, or whatever you want to call it. The crown chakra is also like kind of your guided intuition, like your connection with your spirit guides, whatever you believe in, like that kind of thing. So that's that. And then she said my third eye chakra was also open, but I think that also needed some clearing as well, like, which totally makes sense to me because I know my third eye is open. I've mentioned before, like, I did have a pretty intense spiritual awakening within the last couple years. Yeah, I knew my third eye was open, but there are certain things that happen in life that kind of close us off to those kinds of things. So it made sense to me that it wouldn't be completely like open. Then my throat chakra, I think she said, was good. That is like your creativity, your voice. I really feel like I'm in a place in my life where I'm like finding my voice and finding my confidence to really speak what I believe in. Really just have your own voice and not be scared to have it, which I think is important that we all, you know, feel that way. That's just a given as far as that goes. Then there was the heart chakra, and she said that this needed a lot of clearing. And at first that was a little, I was like, really? Like, I wonder why? Because the heart chakra, I think, is kind of associated with your love in other relationships, that sort of thing. And I know myself to be a pretty loving person, but then reminded myself that there is one relationship in my life that's very important to me that is going through some turmoil right now. So not soon after she said that, I was like, oh, okay, I think I know what that means. So she did some work with that, clearing that out, which I feel really good about, actually. I'm really hopeful that, you know, moving forward, things are just going to get better. I mean, we all struggle here and there. That's just life. But I am definitely glad that she recognized what was going on, because this has been one of the biggest things going on in my life right now with this relationship. So anyway, it made sense there with the heart chakra too. Then there was the root chakra, which is like associated with sexuality, and I think how grounded you are. I think she said that was good. I don't remember her saying much about that. So yeah, that is, I think there was like one other in there, the solar plexus maybe? Yeah, there was the chakra in the solar plexus chakra, which is in the middle, and to be honest, I don't really remember what she said about that one, but I think it was all good. So that is my general remembrance of what she kind of went over with me afterwards, and kind of just what I got from her feedback of what she was kind of feeling and seeing when she was doing her work on me. So I thought that was really, really interesting to hear what she had to say, because to me it made sense. I don't know, I just love that kind of stuff. So then we talked for like 20 to 30 minutes after. I still felt high as a kite. And then I left, and that feeling just did not go away for a bit. Like, it was just the best high. I was riding that wave, and I don't know, it was one of those highs that like you just feel so good. You don't really want to talk to anyone because you're just in your own little bubble and your own little element. So it was just great. It was a great experience, and I just couldn't believe how I felt. It really is like a therapy session for your, I guess, spirit, you know? Like, therapy, I feel, is so important, and I think everyone should utilize therapy if you can. So yeah, now I kind of associate this with therapy, but for your energy, like, if that makes sense, which I think is really cool, and I totally want to implement this into my life on a regular basis, and I'm very excited to do that, and I'm so excited I met her, because she is just the sweetest thing, the best energy ever. She teaches yoga, so I want to go to one of her yoga sessions now too. And like I said, she has the same exact like style and everything as me, and she is single, and I hope she's okay with me saying this. She is single and has no like pets or kids or anything, which is like me, and I feel like I'm a rare breed because I never meet other girls that are like that. Either they have a boyfriend or something going on. So I thought that was really cool. I just related and connected with her on a lot of different levels, which was awesome. So it was totally meant to be in my life, and you know, things like this always find me at the right time. This is definitely a transformative period in my life. I'm going through my whole move and really, I guess, leveling up, if you will, and it's just the next chapter, and it feels really good. And I think this was just the ideal timing for me to go through this like energy cleansing, energy healing, so I can really like put my best foot forward moving into my new space and honestly like stepping into my new life. I've gone through a lot of personal growth in the last 2 years, and although it's been challenging and uncomfortable, as growth always is, it's really beautiful when you kind of see all of your progress and your manifestations, what have you, whatever you want to call it, come to life and come to fruition. And, you know, just make sure you always acknowledge that. Yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. So I think that was it. I feel pretty good today. I feel kind of back to my normal self. I would say within a few hours after the session, I kind of like came down. I felt pretty good, normal, or normal, right? What is normal? I did a workout and yeah, I just went about my life. So it is moving time. I just met with the painter for my house. I have a ton of paint colors to go through. So I'm so excited because I get to pick the paint for the whole house. My friend is going to help me with that because she's good at it, and I just like having her opinion. So that's what's going on. I'm actually in the parking lot of this like warehouse that sells used washer, dryer, and refrigerators, because they have like a ding in it or whatever. So they go to this warehouse and you get them like half off. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to, again, I always say this now, but I'm going to be vlogging my whole process and doing like a home series because this is very fun for me, and I'm just having a great time shopping, and I want to share that whole journey because I know I love watching other people do decorating and all of that kind of thing. So I'm going to list the Reiki info below. If you're in the Sacramento area, you should really do yourself a favor and do this for yourself. It's such an investment in your energy. And like I said earlier, energy is so important. It's so important. And it's something to be mindful of. It really is. So if you can invest in your energy, you're investing in your future. You're investing in your happiness, your health, your wealth, everything. It's just something that's going... This man with like a huge straw hat just walked by. Did you see him? So it's such an investment into everything, and that is really what is going to bring those good opportunities to you, you know, get you living your best life, living your dream life. That's what we all deserve. That's what we all want, and that is totally achievable. So yeah, Reiki info down below if you're in Sacramento. I got so many DMs when I posted on my Instagram story about it. A lot of people saying, oh, my mom is certified in that. Oh, I do this. Oh, I really want to try it out. So it's something that people are interested in, and I'm just excited to, you know, have been able to do it myself and share it, and hopefully hear your stories and feedback too if you do it. So that's that. I just wanted to give my spiel on my session. Hope I didn't miss anything. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna go continue this house journey. I'm going to pick my friend up. She is probably wondering why I'm like 30 minutes late because I had to stop and do this in my car. We're gonna go to Target and Costco and shop till we drop. So I will check back in later. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love you and am sending you the best energy possible. Bye.